back to part 3 of Ozmafia. And today, I am going to continue the story. But first, before we begin, I'd like to introduce you to my best friend, Emma! Say hi!
Hello!
Okay, so, like I promised, I brought her in to voice Pachet. And anyway, I've named her Emma because Emma's great. So you're gonna hear another person, not just me, going through and through. Now let's get back to the game. So that's it. I wonder who we're doing this here with. Bruh, it's a mix. Like he's a mix of from Diabolic Lovers. It's sad. He's like a mix of that the glasses cute guy Reiji and that new guy from New Blood. I can't remember any of their names. It sucks. And then you got Yuma over there. This guy. Like what's going on here? Anyway, so I should probably continue. I probably just like totally used up a lot of screen time. Well, she is. Huh? I am. You are, aren't you? I'm what? She stopped talking as Axel gave her a meaningful look. He must have his reasons. Definitely has his reasons. Playing along, she nodded in agreement. Oh, really? Well, thanks for shopping with us! They all cost the same, so just pick whatever catches your fancy. Okay. What should I pick? She crouched down in front of the sweets, clutching her knees as she tries to make a decision that's like me in Mitsu Cafe. I'm like, bruh, do I want a raspberry cheesecake or do I want a lemon tart? I gotta try all this delicious food, but I always end up with the cheesecake. I need to try new things. I know, but I need to try new things, but it's also damn expensive. Third from the right. Huh? Well, she hadn't been paying attention. It's... Dude, I don't give a fuck face. Close up. Bruh. Axel crouched down beside her. He whispered into her ear quietly so that only she could hear him.
Yeah, he sure doesn't care.
He acts like it, but... Third from the right. He wants that sweet. Third from the right. Third from the right was 6 chocolate chip cookies and clear bag tied up with the... Me and Emma both facepalm here. Of course it'd be chocolate chip cookies. I'm disappointed.
The sweetest of sweets to share.
No! Why couldn't it be something more delicious?
Enjoy your cookies, girl. Go.
Fuck!
Which one do you want?
How about this one? ... Gretel wrapped the bag of cookies in paper before handing it to Hansel. Oh my god, Gretel's looking right into my soul and judging me for my own plays. Fuck you, Gretel! You piece of shit! I love you! Alrighty! Thanks for shopping with us! You know, I was kind of expecting, do we get a choice to choose sweets, but now I'm disappointed.
Aw.
I'll pay. Mr. Who complains a lot? Hansel held out his hand
Expectantly.
Okay, she's another good reason for her to be here is she can pronounce these words I can't read because I'm
familiar.
Shut up, okay? I'm gonna name it Familga because it sounds cooler. Familia? What the hell? Familia.
It's Italian.
But Familga sounds cooler.
That's not very Italian. Anyway, continue.
I am not Italian.
Serenade your Let's Players.
I have a good time with my Let's Play. Ow! You said serenade? Are you sure it's not a date? No, we're just shopping. It's not a date, I swear. Alright, if you say so. I mean, I'd love to go on a date with Mr. Tin Boy. Deliciousness guaranteed or your money back. Let me know what you think about them next time you come by if you feel like it. I hope the next time you don't decide to bomb me, Hansel. Oh, certainly, because they like threaten you with dynamite and stuff.
Oh, lovely.
Okay, when did I say I was gonna close the screen time at? In 10 minutes, but when did I start it again? I don't even remember. I'm gonna stop at 50.
Alright then.
Yukina reached out to take the bag of sweets before she could pull away. Hansel grabbed her hand. So, I'm curious, can you actually speak for yourself without being prompted? Of course I can, Mr. Hansel! Then just be yourself with me, okay? Bruh! What does this mean? Also, I'd appreciate it if you didn't call me Mr. Hansel. It just doesn't feel right. What does this mean?
It's too formal, Sam.
How about just Hansel?
He's just such a nice guy.
Yeah, perfect. Oh, hate.
Gretel does. She judges everyone. This is awesome.
What are you
Psychotic.
doing, Hansel? Isn't this little girl the all...
I know, but they're just taking care of her. She's not actually part of their
Familia.
familia, but familiga.
Familia.
Fuck. Nothing wrong with being a little friendly, right, Scarlet? Yeah, within reason. It's CL.
He's fun at parties.
He's CL. Yay!
What are you so excited about? What are you gonna do if they win her over? You're such an idiot, Hansel.
Aren't you happy, Gretel? You made a girlfriend! Bruh.
I have no intention of
Okay,
ever
I
making
asked-
friends.
Gretel and Scarlet are happy to meet you too, Yukina, baby. Bruh.
Thanks.
Yukina squeezed his hand back. Unlike Hansel, Gretel's gaze was icy cold. We're done here. Let's go.
Okay.
Wait. What? Bruh, don't give a fuck. I love when he does this. This is so badass. I'll escort you out of our territory.
You will?
Yeah, Gretel isn't particularly fond of you two. I'll make sure she doesn't try anything. Plan's been failed. We don't need an escort. I'll keep my distance, don't worry. Scarlet walked over to one of the houses and began climbing up a drain pipe, maybe, instead of clambering. What does clambering mean?
It means climbing up.
Hooray! I figured something out for once in my life.
I'm so proud.
In the blink of an eye, Scarlet was on the roof looking down at Axel and Yukina like little ants. Never listens. Let's go, guest.
Okay.
Bye-bye, Yukina, baby. Goodbye, Hansel. Greta? Dude! I should zoom in on her and be like, Move, bitch.
Oh my gosh.
How dare that little girl give me a nickname?
Did you by chance want to voice another character? Isn't that nice, Gretel?
It is not. It's not nice to be treated like you're less significant than a grain of sand. Just what is that little girl plotting?
Bruh. She don't look pleased.
It feels a little strange to be walking side by side with Mr. Axel.
Meanwhile, Yukina's in her little pretty head of hers thinking about Axel.
Mr. Axel, are you intentionally slowing yourself down?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Don't get the wrong idea. I'm not doing it as a favor.
Huh?
I don't want the other side to see what you're doing.
Other side? Oh, you mean Scarlet?
Familia Grimm's Capogini Scarlet was walking along the rooftops, keeping a fixed distance from Yukina and Axel.
Always fun to third wheel.
Bruh! He is third wheeling, isn't he?
It's pretty amazing that Scarlet can walk like that while keeping an eye on us.
Definitely third wheeling. I'm keeping you from view. Don't go out of your way to make yourself visible. Because I want you to myself, babe! I wish.
Is it bad if I'm seen?
It doesn't feel very good to have someone watching your every move, does it?
Only if it's you.
All eyes on me. Do. Axel's gonna be my one and only to be.
Well then.
I'm gonna stop that
Do you
shit.
need another glass of water there, or?
Refill me,
He's
please.
just too thirsty.
Bruh!
I'm sorry. I know what he said, but maybe he really is doing it to be nice to me. Mr. Axel might be a really kind person after all.
Why are you smiling?
I was just thinking that you're a really nice person, Mr. Axel.
Couple gulps later.
Mr. Axel?
Nothing. You interrupted my train of thought with your strange comment. Comment of love.
Strange? Was there something strange about what I said? He stopped talking. Maybe I said something I shouldn't have. She cocked her head to the side, puzzled, but she couldn't figure out what she's done wrong. It feels like such a waste to go home in silence, and she's happy about it. She looked around trying to find a new conversation topic, so... ice cream. Oh, that's right. Did Mr. Caramia ask you to get these cookies? Was it Mr. Kitey?
I'm not obligated to tell you.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I'm no good at this. I just keep offending Mr. Axel.
They're delicious. Cookies is his one weakness. His one weakness in life are cookies.
Huh?
Those cookies are delicious. I'll let you have one.
Does that mean these are...
His one true love is cookies. I know what to
See, it's the cookie. It's coming back for me.
No, I'm a cookie monster. He looked away and he had a bitter tongue.
Does that mean Mr. Axel wanted to eat them himself?
Bruh. Suddenly these simple cookies seemed unusually special to her. Guest,
Yes?
would you mind accompanying me on a slight detour?
A detour.
Detour, detour. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Dates.
They made their way to a back alley, bordered by Grimm Street on one side and Oscar Willie Street on the other. By the
Wow.
time they got there, the sky was already dyed a deep crimson. So romantic! Scarlett had vanished without a trace. Oh, he's like, shit, I'm fucking sick of this third wheel. They can have their own romantic
I know
time.
that
now."
feel.
All they could hear was the sound of their footsteps.
We're here. This is it. I'm sure this is where I first awoke.
Wait, bruh. This is where I almost got killed by Caesar salad and tomato.
See, I'm just waiting for him to fall because I'm not sure if he's heard about Julius Caesar, but bad name and choice for him.
He told me to take him to the place where I first remember waking up. Axel just stared at the ground in silence.
Mr. Axel?
Bruh. You really don't remember anything before that? You really don't remember anything before that. His words following this long silence made her blink. Bruh. When I returned from my patrols, we were lying on the couch. That's how we met. I don't believe you. Your situation was explained to me, but I just couldn't accept it. Do you really not have any memories before then?
Yes.
I understand that you're not a member of other familia, but I still... What just happened? There was a sudden explosion. A shockwave erupted behind them, strong enough to make their hair fly back and pin their clothes to their bodies. Bruh! What is that supposed to decline? Enter. What was that? I don't know. Several figures were outlined in the white smoke. A familiar man stepped out from among them.
Oh, I knew it.
Greetings again, my prey. I'm so good at him. It's look at his six-pack. Hiding beneath that shirt.
Man has no chill.
Oh my god, I want to go for Caesar next. Bruh, he looks so sexy. What's with me and assholes? I don't understand these asshole
Obviously,
characters.
that's over tough.
Mr. Caesar salad. So you remember my cheesy name. Caesar snorted and unfastened another sword. Bruh, he's dual wielding, Kirito style.
No, not Kirito.
No! He switched from wielding a single longsword to dual. Are you Cloud from Final Fantasy? Just pointing them both at me. Bruh. Today, you're mine. Bruh, just rape me first. Make love to me first before you kill me. You'll have to go through me first.
Oh god, it's your favorite.
Oh god. Bruh, I'm gone. Axel raised a shotgun, moved between the two. Bruh. Shotgun. Bruh. You're outnumbered. You should have run away when you had the chance. Kill him. No! At Caesar Salad's command, the other man charged forward. Axel snapped his gun into a flying position and pulled the trigger. Bruh, I don't give a fuck. He missed the man he'd been aiming for, but the blast chopped into the support of a nearby awning. Within seconds, it had collapsed into the LA, briefly stalling their attackers in advance. Sometimes my poor aim comes in handy.
The stormtrooper? Oh my god.
Oh, go back to the mentioned guest.
But Mr. Axel!
I'll hold them off.
But...
Just go. I hope you're ready for what's coming your way. I'm always ready. This is my job, after all. Bruh, he took off his cape. Things are bad.
Once I get back to the plaza, I just follow the red brick road.
Yukino was running just like she had on that fateful day, fleeing the exact same man from the exact same place, but only this time she had some poppin' hot metal man protecting her. But unlike that fateful day now, she was familiar with the streets and people she passed. Even if she'd stayed, there was nothing she could have done in that situation. She'd have only made things harder for Axel, and I mean harder, I mean hotter. Ow! I have to tell someone. I have to let them know, and soon, and then trip like an airhead again. I'm sure Mr. Karami and the others will be able to do something. Oh, Signorina, why are you in such a hurry?
Mr. Karami, Mr. Kaimi, help!
What's wrong? Is Caesar Salad chasing you again?
He's not chasing me, but Mr. Axel. Mr. Caesar Salad is after Mr. Axel.
So, that gunshot earlier was Axel.
Yes, he said he'd hold them off so I could get away.
He's such a troublemaker. That he is. Well, let's return to the mansion like we planned.
Bruh, you're going back? But what about Mr. Axel?
Leave him alone. He'll manage on his own.
But he was outnumbered. If we don't hurry, he'll...
Really now? He must be putting up a good fight if you got this far without injury. That's really all that matters.
Putting up a good fight?
The Cabarigini is nothing more than a sacrificial pawn, after all. I fucking hate you, Scarecrow! Boy! I'm gonna throw you into the lap! You're already in with the lions, I'm sorry. It's not gonna work.
Mr. Karami.
I'm sorry, Signorina, but I agree with... Bruh, I am now starting to hate you, Karami. I'm sorry, I thought you were decent, but now I hate you. I'll send some scouts out, so please come back to the house with us. Bruh, I was gonna kick you in the face and run back. It would be nice if you would just stay in the forest like a good little feral wolf. They were in the office in the back of the mansion. They'd spread a map out on top of the big table in the center of the room. Yukino and Kari were sitting across the table from Karamiya. Why am I always trying to get killed? Where? The scouts are reporting that they couldn't find Axel in the alley. No! Oh no! Was he kidnapped? Or worse, killed? Yes, they probably took him to the forest. Axel! As you can see from the map, the town is encircled by a wall. The people who live in the forest outside the wall are the wolf gang. If they kidnapped him, they'd probably take him to the forest or the slums. Ghetto.
The slums?
Not everyone living in this town accepts the rules of the familia. It's this gray district here, created by those who despise the rural class. Right now, it's a perfect breeding ground for criminals. They're breeding criminals, bruh. They're breeding them. The rival familia aren't the only ones we have conflicts with. We have more skirmishes with residents of the slums than anyone else. Caesar's group, the Wolf Gang, is a group of anarchists composed of people who left out of distaste for the town itself. That said, it's still not clear exactly where Caesar himself came from. Caesar salad came from creations of lettuce.
I'm just saying, go ask
Scarlet? Considering where Caesar tends to operate, the forest seems like a more likely option. That's assuming that Axel isn't sleeping with the fishes already. Bruh! Fucking throw the scarecrow in the sea. I bet you he can't. Well, actually, he'll probably float like a straw.
Sleeping?
Don't be so vulgar on the Signorina. Vulgar? I think he was actually being quite distinctive. Alright, maybe we should get something to eat. I can't eat without Axel. Caramia rolled up the map and put it back down on the table before standing and stretching. What would you like for dinner, Signorina? I want carbonara. Are you a Signorina? No, but what's carbonara?
Should I have said it's
He can
a pasta dish, I'm pretty sure. I could be completely wrong, though.
Carbonara? Sounds like an Italian dish. Yukino was deeply confused by how normal the two of them were acting. But what are we going to do about Mr. Axel? That's right! Finally a sane person in this entire story that actually knows what she's talking about. These fucking pieces of shits are like, food, let's go eat. Sure, I'm all about food too. I would be if my perfect Tin Man was there, but no! I can't eat when I'm stressed out like this! Nothing. Fuck you, bitch. Huh? Did you not hear me? I said we're not doing anything. But isn't he an important part of the Familia? Yes, he is Familia's Oz Cabaret. I'm just gonna call him a pawn, because apparently that's what they think. And protecting you, one of our guests, is an important part of his job. But these are separate issues.
Do you feel the same way, Mr. Caramia?
Yes, he's a slight tool in the way for my romance with you, madame. That's what I feel like is going on here. Axel's situation is a familiar problem. There's no need for you to worry about it or get involved, Signorina. Forget about him for now. How could I? I think I'm going to go back to my room and escape and go run after Axel. What about dinner? I'm not hungry. Alright then, I'll save a portion for you, so please eat whenever your appetite returns. And now time to make a getaway. Her stomach growled the moment she went back to
I can see it, Sam.
Fuck, I'm done. That's definitely me. I'd be like, wow, man, I should have just grabbed an apple and, like, walked. Her stomach growled. Okay, we already. This is the tragedy of me always being hungry. I guess this is what they call playing the
Martyr.
What's that mean? The victim? The tragic hero? But I can't eat at a time like this. I can't just forget about Mr. Axel. That's right. You go, girl. She took off her shoes and lay on the bed.
Takes on all the pain or whatever.
Feeling something underneath her, she sat back up. Oh, Mr. Axel's cookies. She'd forgotten that she had them. Both the wrapping and the cookies inside had been crushed.
Just break your heart.
I bet Mr. Axel's hungry. Why do... Let's go save Mr. Axel! And he'll be like, bruh, I got the fuck away, but your cookies, man. I love you. Why did Mr. Caramel and Mr. Kari talk about Mr. Axel like that? She was perplexed and saddened by how they were so much colder and less kind to him than they were to her. If only I hadn't been there, then Mr. Axel wouldn't be... She gulped as a vortex of guilt engulfed her. Mr. Caesar Salad was chasing me after all. I wonder if I can save Mr. Axel if I go to Mr. Caesar...
Julius Caesar? At least, I don't know. Just call him Caesar, bro.
She shook her head, trying to shed her anxiety that Axel might already be.
If I can save Mr. Axel, then I should go find Mr. Salad.
I knew it! She's doing it! Sneaking out of the mansion was even easier than Yukina had thought it would be. Maybe it was because it was Sunday evening, but the town was just as busy now as it had been earlier in the day.
If I remember correctly, to get outside,
It was a right once I get off Oz's street. She put her hand on the tower and remembered the map as she looked around.
right, that way.
What's with all these diamonds? I don't like these diamonds in the forest.
It's the background. It's the, I don't know, the atmosphere, the motif. I don't know.
Finally got out of town. She'd made quite a few wrong turns, but she'd eventually found her way past the walls. She wondered if everyone living inside the walls, even though the town had been so crowded, the area around her was completely deserted.
That's the forest Mr. Caramel and Mr. Kari mentioned.
She took one of the two streets leading out of town. Once she got over a small hill, she could see a thick patch of forest. She was all alone and going to an unfamiliar place. She'd been lying if she said she wasn't afraid.
You could do this, Yukina?
She made a fist and cheered herself on, with the breeze from the hill playing with her hair. Began to make her way into the forest. I can only sense bad shit gonna happen. Yep. The moonlight she'd been relying on earlier was now obstructed by the treetops. The leaves of the trees were in constant motion. Was it the work of beasts, such as the wind playing tricks on her?
Yukina made her way further into the forest as her eyes acclimated to the darkness. It turned out that even though the canopy with the faint moonlight was still enough to light the way, I can see lamplight and I hear voices. She didn't know who the voices belonged to. It sounded like several men. Oh shit, I've been spotted. She turned around and started with the voice behind her. You're the woman our leader's been looking for, ain't ya? Ah!
Leader, do you mean Mr. Caesar Salad? I can't just surrender myself to Mr. Caesar. I want to save Mr. Axel and
Oh, really?
a vulgar smile appeared on the man's face as he grabbed me. He dragged her towards the lamplight. She was terrified and rolling around with a grip on her arm was so strong that she couldn't get away! Hey, y'all, the first team to get caught! About 10 men were sitting around the roaring fire. Instantly, they stopped their drinking and merrymaking to stare at Yukina. Now that's interesting! Better tell Mr. Caesar Salad right away! He said he'd be out until morning. Oh yeah, I thought there was something like that. Then how about we get a taste before we hand her over to Mr. Caesar? Cut it out. What if she's a pure maiden? The boss will tear you limb from limb. Let's tie her off with the other one. Is Mr. Axel? No, need to hurry. You'll see him soon. I don't care as long as I'm tied up with Mr. Axel. She was tugged along by the arm as they cut right in front of the bonfire. The skinned rabbit on a spit was cooking over a charred mass beside it. It had probably been a rabbit too once upon a time. The smell of blood and burning flesh made Yukina turn away. Just a taste couldn't hurt, right? Right, little lady? A drunk man reached out and grabbed her cap as she tried to walk by. The sensation of his rough skin against her sent a chill down her spine. Please stop. Let her go unless you want the leader to kill you. Be a good boy and make do with the whores in the slums. Aw, give me a break. What if I catch something? I think dying from disease would be preferable to getting tortured to death by the leader. Fine. She felt slightly relieved when he finally let go of her leg. Of course, she couldn't be completely relaxed in her current situation. All she could do is keep walking forward as the hand on her arm dragged her along. The rabbit meat cooking in the fire crackled and popped ominously. Meanwhile, just as Kari was about to step into the kitchen, a soldado stopped them. He told Kari that several reports had arrived before handing him a stack of memos. That sure didn't take long. He knew it was coming! Kari took the papers with one hand and dismissed his subordinate with the other. He leaned against the wall and glanced over the pages. My, how selfish. He put the pages in his pockets and pulled a wine glass from the cabinet and poured himself some water. Brah, you me both don't have tastes for one another, I'll just tell you now. He wrapped the glass in a silk handkerchief to avoid getting his gloves wet. I'm so excited, I want to skip this bullshit of the scarecrow boy. Kermia, how about the situation? Nothing answered him but the sound of Stowe's steady breathing. When he walked over to the sofa, he found Kermia sleeping soundly. How dare he? Kari sat down on one of the sofa's armrests, taking a sip of water from his glass. Then he slowly tilted the glass over just above the sleeping Kermia's head. Whoa! Good morning. If you keep falling asleep right after you eat, you'll soon become a rather rotund lion. Why, couldn't you have woken me up a little more gently? The only reason I didn't use tomato juice or milk is because I wanted you to think I was being conscientious. Oh. Kari tossed the handkerchief he'd wrap around the glass at Kermia. The Don used it to wipe his face off before glaring back at him. Things appear to be moving as we had anticipated. Bruh! I see. How's it look? Can't say for sure yet. I'm sure I'll be able to figure something out with my capabilities. I don't know what I'd do without you, Kari. I don't either, of course. I don't intend to kill myself over such matters. And meanwhile, be a good girl. Making a fuss ain't gonna do you any good. Ow! Deep dive. What have they done to you?
Dude, he's got like a few scratches.
This is war! I will not allow. Why are you
He's just
here?
like, okay.
Bruh, I don't give a fuck face. I wanted to save you, Mr. Axel, but then they caught me. It's pathetic. What do you think I was buying time for? It was so you could get back to the mansion safely. I know that, but both Mr. Kermi and Mr. Kari said they weren't going to help you. They weren't in the wrong. That was a natural decision. Please don't say that. Aren't you all close friends? It's my... Oh, wait, that's me. It's my fault that this happened to you. I just can't stand by and do nothing. So I came to talk to Mr. Caesar Salad. I was going to ask him to take me and let you go. Did you really think you could just negotiate with these people? Well, no shit. You're an idiot. Bruh! Can you not imagine what hell they might put you through? I know everything's going to be okay. I was alone in the beginning anyway. Familia Oz has done so much for me. I just wanted to bring you home, Mr. Axel. Guest. No, what? He's like guest.
He's gonna call you your name one day and it's gonna be all dramatic.
Bruh! His face! I do not approve. I protect the familia with all my body and soul. Those are the rules. Not only are you a guest, but the Don instructed me to treat you as a member of the familia. You are not alone. I can't say your actions were even remotely worthwhile, but I do appreciate the sentiment. At least he appreciates me. Mr. Axel! It sounds like something's happening. Shit, you're the Oz. Oh no, it's the day of rest, so you better put those weapons down. I hear one of my subordinates and my dear guests are joining you by the fire, tied up, doing S&M, folks.
Oh my god.
For both our sakes, why don't you just hand them over without making a fuss? It ain't up for discussion.
You like what?
Like the wolf gang is soft enough to give up its prey. I see. Well, I guess you leave me no choice. It's a little too late to change your minds now. Brace yourself, little puppies. Climax.
Oh, they got backup.
Look at Grim here. Anderson here. Familia Boot. Oh, that's you!
It's Puss in Boots.
Your voice.
Oh my gosh. Familia Boots here.
Familia, out of hand present as well. Familia, assume your positions. Surely even denizens of the slums are aware of the Sunday compromise. And you know it's not just some flimsy verbal promise, it's something that when violated brings some very severe consequences. The compromise doesn't exclusively apply to mafiosi. All violence in town is prohibited.
I will not abide violations of the law.
I sure don't care as long as I get to use my new gunpowder formula.
Andy, we are in the middle of the forest. Please be careful. Why have you called me out here in the middle of the night? Better! Hurry up and get this mess cleaned up. Who the fuck is Pete? It's Peter! Peter White turned into a bitch with boobs! And black hair.
It's him and Vidality as well, child.
It is precisely midnight. The day of rest seems to have come to an end. Alright, in the name of the compromise, eliminate these lawbreakers. Bruh. What happened is censored.
Ribbit, ribbit,
Please untie them.
ribbit, ribbit,
Rabbit.
ribbit. Like a frog, I think, unless they're saying rabbit.
Wouldn't you?
Camilla Anderson's counselor, Melissa, and this is our intelligence operator, Romeo.
Ribbit, ribbit.
You're the Romeo.
Jesus Christ.
If you're here, does that mean those gunshots are part of the cleanup? Indeed, yes, sir. We're not only the offender. Ho, 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 ho. What's his name again?
Tanaka.
Tanaka Sense!
Offender, what do you mean?
Either way, things seem to have quieted down. Yes, let's go, Guest. Guest! Brad! After all we've been through together. Axel picked his jacket off of the ground and put it over. Hey, put the jacket on me, bruh! You know, when he got mad when I touched his jacket last time.
Oh.
Mr. Axel? You don't want to see the corpses, do you? What the fuck did they do? Axel put his hand on her back and started guiding her across the clearing. Even with her vision obstructed, she still felt the discomfort, the smell of singed flesh, a rusty metallic smell. The footsteps were clearly more numerous than she expected from the number of men she'd seen. She could hear the sound of tearing flesh and breaking bones, pained groans, anguished wails. On the other side of the cloth was a world grayer and dimmer than she could have ever imagined from inside the town. Welcome back, Axel. Yukina.
Mr. Kyrie.
You are extremely foolish for sneaking off into the enemy territory without so much as a word.
I'm sorry.
Familia Boots. No casualties. We're withdrawing.
Damn it! Looks like Familia Anderson's already gone home. We'll head back to town, too. Good, thanks for coming.
We're just abiding by the compromise. Good evening.
Oh, best friend, come back!
Sorry, bitch, about.
Peter killed like 2 or 3 people, but they're all those dogs underlings. That's not a problem, right? Indeed, the Undertaker will handle it from here. Oh, what a relief! Though really, I'm the one who saved you, so don't act like you're the one doing me a favor. We're leaving, Peter! Not a single word. Well, I guess all that's left is us. Axel, you understand what you've done, don't you? No whiplash, please. Axel nodded and then got down on his knees, his back still straight as an arrow. Mr. Axel? He showed no reaction to Yukina calling his name and instead just looking back at Kyrie. Show some respect. Kyrie kicked Axel's shoulder hard, knocking him down to the ground. Cameron pulled the pistol from the holster at his hips and pointed it at his... Mr. Kyrie! Brah! Stay out of this, Signer. Damn it, if you shoot him, I'll kill you! Drawing his own pistol, he narrowed his icy blue eyes and took aim at Axel's brow. Axel, explain why you're being disposed of. I violated the compromise and used a weapon.
Compromise?
Very good, now accept your sentence. If I got abandoned... Bruh! Bruh! That's the end of that episode.
Fuck this shit, man.
What the fuck just happened? I have to go to work now. I have to fucking stop.
He died and you made bad choices.
I hope not! No!
Next time.
You'll be back, I'm sure. You feel your prayers never heard, but